Hey guys, I'm Dave, and this is Mimshed. For those of you that have been following along, I'm rebuilding a 2003 KTM250SX. In the previous episodes, I've repaired a tank leak, replaced the fork seals.
In this video,
I'll be attempting to remove some dents in an expansion chamber and give it a good polish. So if you like my content, then please join me on my ride, and I look forward to seeing you out there.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to make one of these exhaust repair kits from what I have laying around. On eBay they sell anything up to $180 AUD, and I'm not prepared to spend that sort of money for something I might only use once. So what I have is two different size bearing clamps, some tubeless tyre valves, some rubber, some bolts, two pieces of plate, a gauge and some Teflon or plumber's tape. I'm going to put some petroleum jelly around the tubeless valve so it doesn't tear as I pull it through the plate. Next I'll mark the centre of the pieces of rubber so I can punch some holes in them. I use plumbers or Teflon tape to seal the thread of the gauge so it doesn't leak when I screw it into the plate. I realise not everyone has these clamps lying around. I'm just trying to demonstrate with a little ingenuity and what you have available, you might be able to make one of these kits for yourself. Somewhat of a happy accident here. The inlet side of the pipe has a stepped flange which the clamp fits into nicely. Next it's just a matter of fitting the plate with the gauge to the clamp with bolts and sandwiching the rubber between the plate and the inlet side of the pipe. And there we have it, the first clamp is fitted up to the pipe. You can see the rubber there sandwiched between the plate and the flange. So the small clamp is a rinse and repeat of the larger clamp, although on this end there's no convenient step in the pipe for the clamp to locate in. Fortunately though, there's a small mounting bracket that I'm utilising to secure the clamp. The plate with the tubeless valve is next, and I place the valve directly over the opening of the pipe. This too is then secured to the clamp using bolts and squashing the rubber between the exhaust and the plate. Both clamps are now fitted and secured. It's time to apply some air pressure and check for leaks. I'm not building air pressure, so as suspected, I have a leak. I'm using a squirty bottle with some soapy water. It'll bubble up when it comes across a leak. I'll tighten the bolts evenly a little more to apply more pressure to the gasket, being careful not to go too tight or I could bend the plate.
Got some leaks, but it's holding at 40 psi, so we might give that a shot. The leaks can act like a relief valve if we get too much pressure. See how we go.
I'd just like to say that I've never attempted this type of repair before, and I'm quite nervous that this pipe could become a grenade. But that's the whole point of having an air pressure gauge fitted. As the air temperature inside the chamber increases, the pressure will build, and I can keep an eye on it and relieve it as necessary. When I was researching these kits on eBay, I noticed that some of the cheaper kits didn't come with an air pressure gauge. This is a real concern to me, because without a gauge, there's no way of telling how much pressure is building inside the pipe. The theory behind this whole process is to fill the pipe with air pressure, 40 to 50 psi, and then heat the damaged area with a blowtorch until cherry red. The pressure inside the pipe then forces the dent outwards. In theory.
I'm running out of gas, but it's definitely working. That smaller dent here is practically gone. I can't keep enough air pressure in it. I'll have to think of something else. Okay, so update. I've added some more rubber, and I've actually glued them onto the plate. So now it still does leak, and it actually does hold pressure. So it should hold it long enough to be able to successfully remove these dents.
Air pressure is holding steady at 50 psi, so we'll give it another crack and keep an eye on that pressure.
Keep an eye on that pressure. As the air heats up inside the chamber, the pressure will build. Got over 60 now.
I'm just dropping the pressure a little bit with my left hand. With the gauge now facing away from me, I'm using a mirror to keep an eye on the pressure as I slowly work my way through all the dents.
Well, so far, these dents have come out amazingly. That one's meant to be there, I think. That one was a big one. It's still got a small crease there and there, but overall I'm quite impressed. Sitting at nearly 90 psi. Now we're back to 50. I don't know whether to have another go at this one or not, or just be happy with how it's turned out now. Found another one. I'll quickly put some heat on it and see if we can get this one to come out. Definitely got that one out. But couldn't get this one out. This one's more of a crease than a dent. I'll have to be happy with that. That one's come out. So have these ones.
I've done about as much dent removal as I'm prepared to do, so I'll remove the clamps and gear up to start polishing the pipe.
The dents have come out reasonably well, even that one. That one is better than it was, even though it's still visible. Well, my daddy used to say you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
Before I can polish this pipe, I need to get all the rust and dirt and grime off it. I'll be using a combination of scouring pads and a wire brush and some good old-fashioned elbow grease.
That has come up a treat. I'm more than happy with that. Considering what it was. That looks $1 million. Can't complain about that. Yeah, it's got a few dings in it still, but none of the major dents that it had, robbing the bike of horsepower. I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So a bit of an update on the tank. I went to the letterbox this morning and got some extra threaded inserts to finish off the ones that are missing in the tank. So let's jump into that and fix that up quickly. There we have it. All the threads have been replaced now with the threaded inserts and the hole sealed with stag. Hey guys, that's the end of another video, and if you made it to the end, thank you very much. I can't believe how well this thing turned out. The dents came out amazingly and it polished up a treat. I couldn't be happier. In my next video I'll be replacing the bearings on the swing arm of the KTM, so please look out for that one. If you like my content, then please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please leave a comment. It all goes towards that crazy YouTube algorithm and really helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you a cent. So until next time guys, stay safe out there, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you in the next one.